And it was so glorious that day. But I gotta be honest, there are a lot of days that aren't that glorious. And I'm sure you have some of those too. Let me tell you a story about someone I knew. Someone I knew loved Jesus her whole life, married a great guy and couldn't wait to be a mom and a wife. She was so good at it, she loved his family like her own. She was good and kind to everybody, and everyone that came over to their house felt like they were home. Then there was this really bad year. In fact, it was literally the worst. See, they lost his little sister to cancer, and his mom got diagnosed. And just when everyone thought it couldn't get any more sad, they had to bury their baby boy. I'm telling you, it was beyond bad. And I watched her, this girl I knew outside looking in. Although I cared about her, I couldn't understand the pain she was living in. But what I saw was miraculous. I still can't even comprehend it. It reminds me of 3 days in the grave and then the Lord ascended. I watched her survive. No, I watched her thrive. I watched her love Jesus just like she always did. I watched her sing his praises, tears streaming down her face. And I saw Jesus find her right there in that place. And he will find you in your suffering, in your grief, in your messed up and lack of belief, in your difficult circumstance, in your 157th chance. He'll find you when you're lonely and you're tired and you're, hey babe, I just got fired. And you're yelling at your kids and I want someone else's life, not this. He'll find you in your, I need you to forgive me. He'll find you in, I just remembered a really bad memory. He'll find you in your eat too much, work out too much, work too much, never stay in touch. And right there, on the floor of despair, before you even give a care, right there in that space, if you could look up and see his face, you would know he's got nothing but love for you. And all this I'm telling you is really true.
I've been strong and I've been broken within a moment, and I've been faithful and I've been reckless at every bend, and I've held everything together and watched it shatter, and I've stood tall and I have crumbled in the same breath. And I have wrestled and I have trembled towards surrender, and chased my heart adrift, and then I drifted home again, and plundered blessing till I've been desperate to find redemption. And every time I turn around, Lord, you're still there. I grace I can never add up to be somebody you still want, but somehow you love me as you find me. Am I to think your glory needs my praises? But if this borrowed breath is yours, Lord, take it all. And you are faithful and you are gracious, and I'm just grateful to think you don't need a single thing, and still you want my heart. I was found before I was lost, and I was yours before I was not. You wear the scars for all my mistakes, and that heart just breaks me. And I know I don't deserve this kind of love, but somehow this kind of love is who you are. It's a grace I can never add up to be somebody you still want, but somehow you love me as you find me. Right where you are, love me as you find me. You love me as you find me. Even in the valley of your soul, you love me as you find me. Your love's too good to leave me here. Your love's too good to leave me here. We're grateful, God. Your love's too good to leave me here. Your love's too good to leave me here. If you want my heart, oh, I won't second guess, 'cause I need your love more than anything. 'Cause I'm in and I'm yours. Your love's too good to leave me here. Your love's too good. Sing it out to God. Say it. If you want my heart, God, I won't second guess, 'cause I need your love more than anything. 'Cause I'm in and I'm yours. Your love's too good to leave me here. Your love's too good. Come on, sing it again. If you want my heart, I won't second guess, 'cause I need your love more than anything. 'Cause I'm in and I'm yours. Your love's too good to leave me here. Your love's too good to leave me here.
Let's celebrate Keystone that the crucified and risen Christ is Lord. Good Friday. Good news. Good Friday.